Hey guys, how's it going? So I figured I would do this little video here to help a rider out. She is going to the X Games. Excuse me while I click around and bring things up. Let's see. The GoFundMe. It is... Hold on, I need to turn the headphones off. Here to help a rider out. She is going to the X Games. Okay, that should be a little better now. You can tell I'm a total noob at live streaming. I haven't done it in a while. So hopefully this all works out pretty well. So I had to position the camera and what have you. So anyways, as you will see in the description of this video, Kolleen is going to the X Games. You probably better know her as, or best know her as, one-legged moto girl from the dirt riding scene. Well, she is going to be riding one of these snow bikes in the X Games. And to help raise some money for her, because, you know, these trips are pretty expensive, and let her live her dream, you can check out the GoFundMe link in the description, like I said. And the last time I refreshed the GoFundMe page, it was at 1,125. I'm going to refresh now. Sorry you won't see it on your screen. Unfortunately, it looks like it has steadied at that amount right now. Refresh again. Yeah, when I first started, it was at 885, I believe. So it looks like a few people have donated since. But anyways, check out that link, because I believe it really does take a village to help people out to live their dreams. And I donated. I gave 20 bucks. I see, let's see what the highest donation is. 200, 150, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 50, 50, 50, just on the first page. That's pretty good. So let's see if we can make that go up, you know, even if you can only give like $10, you know, every bit helps. You know, fuel and travel will cost about 500 bucks. They're estimating approximately 30 bucks a day for food is 250. Miscellaneous parts still needed 600 bucks. Hotel for a week of X Games. Pre-race training and event is like $400 a night, so $2,100. So that's quite a bit of money, you know. And yeah, let's help out. This is the stuff I like to do, helping riders out live their dream, and you know, they can pass it along in time and help others out themselves. So I'm going to flip over, see if anyone is watching, which I do see there is, but I flipped to the wrong screen. No one has said anything yet. So hey, feel free to chime in. This is a live stream, and I'm here to answer any questions and see how well this goes. You two that are watching, come on. And while I'm killing some time, I am going to share the link, if it lets me share the link, over on my Facebook, Meeker Extreme. Check that out. You know, I have, how many people do I have now? I have 1,274 follow me on Facebook, so quite a few. Man, I fail at typing. Live now. Publish. So, see if we can get a few more people over. And yeah, I've never done the whole, you know, pay me money while I talk type thing, so I guess it just shows that. I don't know the settings for this. Don't give me any money. That's not why I'm doing this. But anyways, I see that that's on the chat window. Yeah. So I'm going to see if anyone else jumps in. And yeah, maybe we can do some Q&As or something. Yeah, don't mind the mess back there. Hey, thanks for joining BBL80V. Well, check out the description. I started this video to help a fellow rider out for Kolleen for the XGames. She's going to be going. You probably best know her as One-Legged Moto Girl. So yeah, check out the GoFundMe and check her out. And you know, every bit helps, you know, to raise. I was only able to give $20, so not a big donation, but it's something, you know, to help out. And I believe it takes everyone to help somebody live their dream sometimes, and it doesn't hurt to give. So I figured I'd do this live video. Mainly because it's something to talk about too, because I haven't had anything to talk about for a while. I've been kind of lazy doing any live videos in the last year. Oops. Of course, I click around on the wrong windows and then I can't see. I really need to get a 2-monitor setup. So 3 people watching. Not so bad considering I'm a guy at a computer, huh? Yes, I'm wearing all my climb stuff. And you can see helmets back there. Up there. And there. And the pain in the butt to do all this is I can't hear what I'm saying. So, yeah, there I go. It's kind of annoying to talk, though, because I hear the echo of myself. So, see how these work. Yeah, so check her out. Yeah, so check out Kolleen and yeah, give a little. I mean, you know, not many people get to go to the XGames, and especially when, you know, your One-Legged Moto Girl is your screen name. She has one leg. So, yeah. So if there's any questions or anything, I definitely could be doing questions, or you know, like what's my helmet setup, or pretty much anything. I'm open. I'm game. So what do you want to talk about? I got like 30 minutes to kill and talk. One thing I will say, ski goggles. Overpriced? I can't even believe what Oakley's cost now. I'm looking at, I need new lenses, and man, they don't even make them anymore, but even the aftermarket generic ones are like $45. Crazy. I definitely prefer moto goggles. But anyways, I thought I'd point that out because it's sitting on my desk. But for doing audio on my videos now while riding, I use a Tascam DR-05, and it works out pretty well. It is one more thing to carry, so kind of a pain, but it separates the audio from the GoPro. It has much better audio capability, and when you're recording your voice, mono is good enough, because when I put on the headphones that I now have and watch some of my older videos, I can hear the GoPro audio. It's going from ear to ear. It is kind of annoying. So I can see how people that use headphones at their computer, how that would be, you know, very irritating to say the least. So just recording in mono picks up good quality audio with, you know, obviously I plug in a mic. So that's what I use. And maybe I guess I should talk about this. It's on my desk. Why not? A lot of people want to know about this. The Voyager Pro. It's pretty dirty, as you can see. The Trailtech Voyager Pro works out pretty well for me. Here, we'll boot it up. And it's loading. It's pretty quick. So you got the dash, you got miles per hour, you got a trip. So if I want to reset the trip, I just hold that. Okay, resets. Gives me elevation, my engine volts, engine temperature, outside temperature, my time, you know, the battery inside, what's hooked up, if the Bluetooth, so my phone's hooked up right now. So it will display a message if I get a message in. The map takes a second. Well, it's not going to find the satellite inside. But so those are the only two screens I have activated on here. But you press that button, and it's a touch display. So touch display. You can scroll. You can trying to do this on this angle is kind of awkward. You can click display. You got your themes, day, night, automatic. You know, you could switch it from. Go back. Oh, enable screens. Oh, okay, I must have accidentally pressed it. So it switched over, and maybe we'll go closer to the camera and I'll just lean in. So you can show your speed and distance, your elevation, your temperature, your date and time. Oh, that's my unit setup. What am I talking about here? Enable screens. Okay. You can show the title screen. I'll go ahead and turn all these on for now. So I only had 2 on. Or is that's the wrong way, probably. I'm going to look at it just because it's easier. I'm going to turn on all these screens so I can show them to you. So. Okay, so we're back to the gauge screen. So you got your GPS. It'll show you all the satellites that it has found. You got your stopwatch. You can start, stop, resume, stop, reset. You got your media screen, which will show, you know, you can hook it up to your phone and play music and all that good stuff. And it'll show you what you're playing or your passenger. You know, you can separate. You got your average speed, max speed, wheel speed, because you can have a wheel speed sensor or you can just do the speed from the GPS. I just do it from the GPS, but you got your TAC and your GPS speed. You got your map screen. You got your TAC bar screen. You got your cluster screen, so your gauge cluster, which I already went through, and that's it. And it just, you know, cycles through. And turn it off, you just hold and okay. And it will power off. It's that simple. So pros and cons. Here, I'll show you the whole unit. Turn it around. So you got this thing back here. I don't know if that's for the temperature or what. It's like a little piece of cardboard or something. And the contacts are down here. Your SD card's here. I have a piece of electrical tape because I lost a little rubber door. They said that no one has had that happen yet, but it shouldn't matter. But I just put a piece of electrical tape on it anyways, just to keep any dirt out of the SD card slot. And that's pretty much the unit. It mounts there and up top into a mount on the bike. So yeah, that's pretty much the unit. Here I got my GoPro. Or I mean my Garmin. GoPro. Don't know what I was thinking there. So here's the Garmin 650T which is basically the same as the, I think, 680 they're at now. So same deal, side by side. They're about the same, you know. Now, what I like about the Garmin unit is that it has batteries. It has a rechargeable battery it comes with, but you can put in normal batteries and you can carry this around. So it becomes handheld. So it's pretty cool. I put a lanyard through this spot they have because I've had this eject off the bike in a downpour, and trying to find this, it turned up it was by the trail, but we were looking in mud puddles and everything. It was a pain. It was like 30 minutes in a downpour looking for this unit. And so I wrap this around the mount and put it in. That's how I would do it. And yeah, it works pretty good. The camera on it stinks. Garmin's interface sucks. It's outdated, way outdated. Touch panel, way outdated. Whereas the Trail Tech Voyager, it's modern. As you saw, I could scroll. You can pinch to zoom. It's modern, and you know, it doesn't have that LCD feel like this one. You know, cheap. But this costs a lot of money. I think I paid like $600, $650, something like that. I will admit, I got this one comped at one point to review, but I honestly do like it, and I would definitely buy this. If I buy one for another bike, because this was like a one-time deal, I would definitely buy the Voyager Pro versus the Garmin here. It's outdated. And plus, I like knowing the engine temperature, the RPM, and all that stuff. I've never carried around the Garmin, and that would be the only benefit, is if you're doing a lot of hiking, that you can use this for multiple uses. Oh, the other big feature that people don't think about, you know how you have to pay for maps on this guy? These are free. You just go the Trail Tech's website, and you can download the maps free updates, and international maps, all free. So that's a huge plus, because when you pay like $600 here, you're looking online for a torrent to download, because who wants to pay hundreds of dollars for maps that should have been included at that price? Yeah, Garmin is outdated, like I said. It's outdated thinking. And I guess I should check the chat now. So, Reap the Heat, hey, welcome. So, if you're still there, because it doesn't tell me who's actually on at any given moment, check the description and help out Kolleen to go to the XGames. Wonder if I can put that in the... Yeah, I can. So there you go. Check out that link, and if you can give a few bucks to help make her dream come true, then please do it. I'm just going to kind of ramble on for a little bit. Just make a video, test out my new setup here. Got some new things going, and if you want to ask me something, feel free to ask me something. I'll probably be on for, I don't know, until 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Trying to think what else to talk about. I could talk about a helmet. You want me to talk about one of the helmets? I got the F3, Climb F3 up there. The F5 Croyd? I don't know, however they say that. And then the Climb Creos. And yeah, maybe we will talk about helmets, because each one has different features. Oops. Stuff. Gloves. Cord. This is my mic cord. But here is my Climb Cryos helmet. It is, I have the Pro Shot mounted, haven't used it yet. For the GoPro, just got it in, did a little video on installing that and how it worked out. So far it stayed on. I haven't noticed it popping off or anything from the sticker. So seems to be held on there pretty good. Now this one has the built-in Sinyacom, as you can see right here, possibly. What you got? You got your plus, minus, and the middle button. So 3 buttons, but it's nice and low profile. It's all built in, and the antenna's up in here. Or I forget which side, but it's a thin antenna you shove up, so it's up in here, and the battery, and I guess electronics, probably mostly battery, is back here, and then you just charge it through a little, I think it's just a micro USB port down here. And you know, it's out of the rain down there because, well, usually you don't get that wet down in that area, so that works out pretty good. The mic I just have run to the front here, which I won't be able to show it, and then my other mic for the GoPro I have hot glue gunned on to the bottom of this air deflector for the chin. And have a couple mounts there. That was from the Senya Prism days. We don't really use those anymore for recording. I use the GoPro Hero 5 Black. And I haven't, like I said, I haven't used the GoPro on this helmet yet because I didn't have a mount system for it. So, yeah. Pretty nice helmet. And yes, I'm part of Trail Taker, but I'm also sporting Megan Griffith's sticker, 143. Support them. I really need to clean up my mess over there. Okay, so this is the Climb F5. I always say the name wrong. Koroyd helmet. It's a MIPS system, so it has, I don't know if it's going to come out, it has this green special padding. It's like a plastic, and it helps to prevent brain injury from when you go down real hard. So that's pretty cool. And I got, of course, the Climb goggles. On this helmet, I have a 20S Evo, and that works out pretty good. I don't usually use it. Sometimes, last time I went out, I did use it. It works good. I used it to hook up with my brother-in-law. Oh, the other thing on this helmet is it has a magnetic buckle. It's kind of hard to show, but yeah, it takes getting used to. And then I have the speakers in there for the Senya. I have a boom mic hooked up. Found that works best in this helmet. I got the other mic for the GoPro that is on a SoPro chin mount. So that's what I've been using. And you can mount these either way. I've seen it mounted this way. I did just because it could go between this piece of plastic. Over time, it's probably going to break that rubbery stuff that Climb has on there. But or what I could do is flip it, and these straps could go on either side. I don't know. How the camera was mounted, I just kind of liked it like this for this helmet. Every helmet's different. One thing I didn't know about the SoPro mount is that's a base plate, is a thin piece of bendable metal, because I drilled through there, because originally for the GoPro Hero 5, I had the mic adapter sold by GoPro. So, anyways, that's the F5. Now we'll take a look at the F3 helmet. Now this is a Climb F3 helmet. I also have a mount for a Senya, either 20S or 20S Evo, it doesn't matter. And we were doing at the time I was wearing this, we were doing the Senya Prism cameras up on the helmet, and that was the best place just due to the shape of this ridge. However, I would go back to using the SoPro mount to mount on here if I wear this one ever. And if I still have this one by probably fall, if I still have this helmet, I might, and this is a might, I haven't decided or what's going on, I might give this away to a rider that needs a helmet that's starting out. It's pretty lightweight. It's a pretty nice helmet. You know, I don't have too many miles on here, and plus it's a dark interior, so just I can wash it and it looks like brand new. It's not as worn here like the Cryode. Well, I've been wearing it a lot on hard trails, so it's a little more worn on the bottom. And I have the quick mount system. I do that on all my helmets now. Nothing really that special. More about it. You know, it's a helmet. It just has the normal buckle, you know, that you're used to. And I have kind of a, just that wires bother me if they hit me in the lip or in the chin. So the mic for the Senya is hot glue gun glued right up into here. It's a good place though. Not much wind is picked up, at least by the Senya. Dakar gloves. God, I'm like tongue twisted tonight. So yeah, that's a lot of little neat things I have, and obviously I'm supporter of Climb and like Climb and ride with Climb and I guess represent them at events and stuff. And we'll have an event coming up soon in August that I'm putting on. If you guys want to check that out. Oh, I'm trying to... Where's our link? Let's see. Events. Because I don't think we made an event specific pay page yet, but if you want to come out to Silverton in 2019, August 29th to September 1st. Mark that on your calendars and try and make it out. And if I can find my way back to the right tab. Oh, not that one. Not signed in. Okay, this one. Here's the link to that. You can check that out. I don't think we've set a price quite yet, but you're going to get a few meals, shirts. I already have door prizes lined up. The door prizes are going to be awesome. I got tugger straps. Just something I have next to the desk. That's why my office is a mess. But, you know, Tugger hooked us up with an envelope full of straps. So, pretty cool. Various straps. And one more in there. IMS is hooking us up with stuff. Climb is going to be out at the event on site. God, I have a list. Where's my list? I can just tell you. Don't fall stuff. Okay. So, Beta is going to give some swag for the event. Dirt Tricks is going to give some stuff. Double Take Mirrors, Giant Loop, IMS Products, Moto Minded. Polaris is supposedly going to do something. Not sure what. They said swag. Rocky Mountain ATV Motorcycle is going to do some, I think, door prizes or raffle items. However we do that. Might be gift cards. Tugger gave the straps, and I'm still working on other companies. So that's what's happening with Silverton for trailtaker.com, which I'm a part of, if you didn't know. And you know, it's going to be a good event. We usually get 100 to 200 people out at Silverton. So for riding there, we're going to have adventure bikes, dual sport, and if people bring their plated 2-strokes dirt bikes, you can get around real easy. You can just ride right out of town. Actually, it's OHV to ride right out of town. So there are some trails we could do right out of town without having a plate, but I recommend a plate just to connect things. Makes it easier if you want to bring a smaller bike. And Pole Creek's a good single track that you could get to by riding. One that you definitely need a plate because we have to go down the $1 Million Highway. I have an awesome epic loop. People will tell you it's epic. That we start out obviously on pavement, kind of go down, you go to what's called Lime Creek Road, and that's a good warm-up. It's a Jeep road, but it has great views, good scenery, good spots for just kind of talk and stuff when we stop and make sure everybody's doing okay, bikes are doing good. If that's like a struggle for somebody, they can leave. I mean, it's rocky and stuff, nothing crazy at that point, but then we'll turn off onto this Jeep road that turns into like an ATV road that turns into a single track, and it's up. The trail goes up and gets steeper, and it's crazy. We've had bikes go off the edge and have to pull them back on, and that time it was a KTM 690. But everyone, I will try to motivate people to stay on the ride, because the ride is just epic. And I've had people, struggle on the hill as it's getting smaller, and they're just like, oh, I don't know, I should turn around. This is crazy. I'm like, you're almost to the top. If you get to the top, yeah, it's single track, but we're more or less flowing and going down. Yeah, there'll be some spots, but it's not insane. It can be hard in spots, but we're all going to be there. We're actually, for the single track, going the easier way, but that big hill weeds out anyone. If somebody says, like, hey, I'm going to bring my KLR, fine, let's see what you do. If they can't make it up that, yeah, then they need to turn around, right? If they're really struggling. But guys I've ridden with a lot that trust me when I lead a ride, they, I don't mind motivating them because I know they can continue on. And so, yeah, we get to the single track, and then it flows pretty nice. You're kind of going down. Eventually we'll go back to ATV and back to a graded dirt road, and then back to the $1 Million Highway, and then back to Silverton. It's about a 120-mile loop, so when I take my gas EC300, I pack extra fuel, and I've been able to make it. I say 120, I think it's more like really 105, but you should always plan a little extra just in case we take a wrong turn. But I've done that route so many times. Taking a wrong turn is going to be unlikely, but who knows? We might find that we have to turn around or something. So having extra fuel is definitely a good thing on some of my rides. Pole Creek, like I said, is another good one that you can get to out of Silverton without a plate. And yeah, it's just nice. You're actually end up on the Continental Divide Trail, and for a little section, you're on that trail, and then you kind of go around and come back to a dirt road and get to another road and have water crossings. And yeah, that one's epic too. That one actually can be more challenging in spots as far as the single track goes. If I were to run, the first year I ran the other trail, which is called Hermosa Creek for the most part. There's a few other names because we connect trails, but the big trail is Hermosa Creek. So if you've heard of that one, then you probably know what I'm talking about. But if you do it from north to south, it goes from that graded dirt road to ATV to single track, and then you're hitting a lot of uphill stuff. And a lot of these people, it might be their first time on single track, so or they're fairly new to single track, and plus they might be on a dual sport bike, right? Because I did it the first time on an XR 650R, and yeah, the other way is actually harder. But you do get the exposure area out of the way first, because there's a nasty exposure spot that goes down to a creek, and there's nowhere to go. And last time I did it, we must have hit a bad time because it was hiker. It was like, wow, mountain biker. It was like really busy. The other times, never seen anyone out there. And sometimes you get surprised when you're kind of get the flow going, and all of a sudden you have to lock up the brakes because here's a family standing on the trail. and they have not, it's bad enough they don't have anywhere to stand, and you don't really have anywhere to go, and it's kind of, you have to stop and kind of figure it out type thing. So I see 3 people watching. It's been 35 minutes. Yeah, I'm at 7 o'clock. I can go a little longer if you want me to. This is not the most talkative audience I've ever had. Not that I've had a big audience before on live, but oh, hey, we're up to 4 people. Wet my whistle here. So, again, the gist of this video was just to, let people know about the GoFundMe for Kolleen. She's going to be going to the XGames. You might know her as One-Legged Moto Girl. You can see my links in the chat. Top one for GoFundMe. The other one was just an event I have coming up. And yeah, you can check that out. And I'm not done. I'm just kind of, since we only have a few people, I might as well click and see if I see anything. Let's, I'm going to go over to the GoFundMe. And yeah, 1,125 of 5,000. I was told that it would be nice if she at least got 2,000. So it's pretty close to the 2,000. And obviously anything helps, right? And it's pretty amazing some of the amounts people have given. So, which I'm always shocked at when I go to GoFundMe and I do the highest donations. I'm like, whoa, that's pretty cool. I mean, I don't know if it's family or direct friends or whatever. All I could give from my YouTube proceeds right now is $20. So, people that watch my YouTube channel, you basically gave $20 to Kolleen because you watch my videos. So I figured I would give something, and I did. Hey Rick, how's it going? I feel like being a blabbermouth today, so I'm on here. I wonder if I post over on my personal. I should probably post the link over on my personal. Probably would get more people. I could spend another 30 minutes on here. There we go. I'll just say, I'm live. And share. Okay. Oh, it's funny that... Oh, I see what did. Fail. Don't you hate when you cut and paste the wrong thing? Let's see. I need this link over on this. Now I can post. Okay. I'm live. So how's it going, Rick? You been out riding a lot? I started redesigning my office back here, and then I put this table. I moved out the wife's stuff, except for her dragon still hanging, and I just haven't finished. Haven't painted or anything. Replaced the door. I don't know. Big plans for this room. Plan to put I have an old TV. I want to see if I can get it fixed. It worked pretty good. My old plasma. I'm going to put it up on the wall here. Use it as an extra monitor. Just haven't got to that point. And I'm still old school here for a YouTuber. I only have one monitor, so I have to switch between windows. I can't just put stuff on one window and read off it. The DRZ's down. Oh no. Broken? Maintenance? Don't feel like riding? It's wintertime? I've been lazy about riding lately too, for myself. Yeah, I used to do a lot of these videos and then I kind of just gave up. Oh, the stator. Well, that's a normal issue with the DRZ. Um, the FLB Club has replaced his 2 or 3 times. I think 2 times. I want to say 2 times. Watch it only be 1 time, but he's had a couple DRZs, so I believe his current one he replaced twice, and his first one he replaced once, but I don't quite remember. So maybe it's only been 2 times, one on each bike. But yeah, when they go out, they just go out, or at least his did. And when we took the side cover off, it was just like black. And yep, about it. Yeah, I guess they're known to go out. Are you gonna try one of those Ricky stators, or I don't know? There's a few companies. He was lucky because we were at an event. He went to a dealer in Grand Junction, Colorado, and he was able to talk them into removing the new stator off a brand new bike on the showroom floor and selling that to him, paying them the time to remove it, and then he paid them for their time to put in the new one when they would get that in, so that they made pretty good money. He was just happy to ride, but I don't know. That's why I like having 2 bikes. I can just switch. I don't feel like I'm at an event and I need to get it fixed or not ride. So, I know I ran out of stuff to talk about. So, might be wrapping it up here. I'm looking around. What more to talk about? Let's see. Talked about the helmets. Talked about the Trail Tech. Tascam. Highly recommend. Yep. And in my disorganized office here. So, yeah, I think I'm gonna call it. That's probably it for tonight, guys. Get over, check out the GoFundMe again for Kolleen. That's why I started this video. And just even if you can only donate $10, what is that? If you're single, that's probably doesn't even pay for McDonald's now. I mean, yeah, I think it cost me like $12 to go to McDonald's. It seems like. So, you know, if you can give a little something, I know asking you to give something to somebody you personally don't know, and I personally actually don't know, that's probably one reason why I lean toward the $20 amount, but yeah, it's a good cause, and I've seen her post. She's a good person. So, One-Legged Moto Girl, check her out on Instagram and give her something to get to the X Games and just help her out, you know. She's a mother, she's a racer, she's a mechanic, and every little bit will help. So, hey, thanks.